Hey everyone, today I'm here with myself, Ayrton Filippi, and Jackson Rice. He's an ambassador for Pedders Motorsport as well as myself, and we just finished our weekend here at Winton. We got the car on the trailer from Igor Kais, so we really appreciate you guys. We've been using your trailers a lot, so we really do appreciate it. But honestly, we had a bit of a tricky weekend, but we were solid with the last one. We got home, the car was beautiful. A few improvements here and there, but I think we should be good for Phillip Island. Anything you got to add about this weekend, Jackson?
Oh, mate, I think it was a pleasure working with yourself. Obviously, the affiliation through Pedders is just fantastic. To be ambassadors for such an iconic Australian brand, and to come down and to compete at the Vic States. Obviously, we had a very challenging weekend. A few problems, but I'm really glad that we could get it all sorted. You drove fantastically. Obviously everybody that's supporting you is just fantastic. Obviously, a terrific young talent, and I'm looking forward to working again with you at Phillip Island and getting you in and see whether we can put some really good results together.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, Jackson. And when you got someone like Jackson on the tools, it becomes a little bit easier. But we tried a fair bit this weekend. We had a few troubles. First was clutch. Then we had a bit of steering, like nothing huge, just stuff we had to nip up. And then we got the car sort of going. But Jackson's got a race in Darwin this coming weekend in the TA2 with Racing Australia. So are you excited for that? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Darwin, what an event going up. I mean, it's a fresh track for everybody for the series, in TA2, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a very challenging weekend, obviously, to deal with the heat. It'll be difficult to look after the car. There's a very big mental side to that as well, fitness side. But I mean, large field, very exciting to have a co-drive event. So I'm up there with Tyler Everingham, so that's really exciting. Tyler and I going two up to compete. And I'm excited. I'm super keen, and really hoping to hopefully bring home a really good result and put on a show for everybody up at the top. Yeah,
well, you're definitely going to be the one to beat, considering last time out in Winton, I think you were the round winner.
We ended up second for the round, which is really exciting. Couple of race wins, and we're in great form this season. All credit to the boys. We at Dream Racing, we put in a massive effort in the pre-season to really hit this year hard. I mean, I think it showed with our pace at Winton, and we're in it to hopefully compete for the championship. It's a long year, so I'm really looking forward to the hard slog with everybody else in TA2. It's a very competitive field, but really looking up to the challenge, and hopefully we come home at the end of the year with a win.
And Darwin's obviously a very tricky event, like we discussed. It's very physical because it can get really hot there. You planning on doing anything, maybe any ice baths or something afterwards?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. We've been considering that with what we're going to do. We've got a full cool suit set up in the car, thanks to Kaz at Raceline. I mean, she's been fantastic as well with all that gear, getting us prepped for Darwin. But yeah, I think definitely to be able to keep the car cool, look after myself and the gear, and it'll be a challenge up there with the heat. And I think it's just who's going to be able to manage it best up there. So
yeah, definitely a challenge. And TA2's tricky car. It also gets really hot in the pedal box, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. No, we've they're a fantastic car to drive. They're quite tricky. They're very unique, very American style. I mean, I think for spectators, it's fantastic to watch. It's great to drive. They're a great challenge. Field's super competitive. We're all very close, and I think that's just what makes it one of Australia's best categories, to be honest with you.
Yeah, one thing I love about TCR and Trans Am is they're just so I got blank here. They're really close.
Competitive fields. Yeah, absolutely.
So a bit like Aussie racing cars, where you're all sort of spec in a way.
Yep.
And very close racing. It's obviously going to show who's the better driver on Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, no, there's I think it's a good thing about spec cars and fields. I mean, I think people are starting to really learn about the cars and in the TA2 category, and they're all house chassis. We'll run the same driveline, same tyre, same brake package. And I think that's what generates really close, good racing, and definitely, really pits drivers aside from each other, has been able to pedal it all in sort of the same machinery. So yeah.
Well, I definitely want to do a vehicle swap with you. I reckon you should have a go on this night. You're going to TA2.
Yeah, might chuck you the keys one day. I know we'll organise something through Pedders. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'd like to thank Pedders Motorsport, especially this weekend. You guys have helped me out a lot, and hopefully for Phillip Island, stuff goes a bit better.
That'll be the one, mate. It's all right. We'll go chase some podiums.
All right. Thanks, Jackson.
Not a problem, mate. Thanks for having me.